you're trying to be a pundit or like talk about
even just
life,
a
person, a pundit. Well, we're all pundits. Yeah, we're all patterns deep down. Is like, man, weren't things great when I was 20? Is the nostalgia zone that you got to watch out for.
Where everything was just nice and sharp and everything felt good.
Yeah, I saw a 38-year-old man on Twitter talking about how he misses like 2003 like politics, and I was like, man.
That's so oddly specific, too.
Yeah, I was like, I looked up his age, and I was like, oh, you were 20 in 2003. There you go. Of course it was great. You were young and healthy, and it was happy.
Yeah, so Ralph here. Ralph managed to make it into Summit this year.
Yeah.
Did pretty all right.
There's a clutch vote by NorCal.
Yeah, extremely. This matchup is... It's one of those ones where it's like, is it good because the best player in the world that plays the one character is good, or is it good because it's good? And I really want to know. I need more data.
Yeah, I think there's a lot. I think people often think, like, when they describe matchups, they talk about character selection as if we're all just like these purely rational. Like, oh, I'm going to pick a character because it's strong.
Yeah,
sometimes you pick a character because it's fun.
Because it's fun. You want to have a good time. And that's Ralph for sure. I mean, Ralph used to play Fox pretty often, but has really been working the Pikachu. Even in doubles, we saw Ralph Dark Atma Pikachu.
Yeah, and I guess what I'm saying is most people don't find Pikachu fun.
Most people don't.
Because that's why there's not a lot of Pikachu players.
The rare breed does. I think the issue with Melee a lot of the time is there is the initial fun,
yes,
and then there is the wall you run up against.
There's the learning the low-hanging fruit, and then there's the, like, oh, do I want to solve these hard problems?
Yeah. Do I really want to grit my teeth and get down in it?
Yeah.
Right now, Ralph is kind of cooking, though. It's been 2 pretty quick stocks, about a minute and a half in, and gets his grab here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty great matchup for Pikachu.
Yeah.
And Ralph's pretty good at it.
Look at that little dash.
Yeah.
Little kick.
It was a formulative mememory of mine watching Voorhees' Pikachu. Voorhees is an Indiana Fox Pikachu main.
Yeah.
And watching him use Pikachu's get-up attack to repeatedly cover Marth up B. And it was just like, oh, this is just unlosable.
He would do the shield slide off into knockdown.
No, you could just use get-up attack, and it always knocks down Marth's up B. I think there's probably some situations where it loses or where it's not like the best thing, but it was 2015 or something.
It's a different time.
Yeah.
When we were 20.
And I think it's probably good for most people watching and listening right now if they want to try out Pikachu Marth.
Good on Jade to be able to realize that they didn't want to go ahead and get down there with they didn't bite on Ralph's tracking. Good air dodge.
Surprised at the forward air usage. I'm always really interested in how Pikachu's use forward air because it's very SDI-able.
It is. I think it's good for cross-ups and it's good for getting people like when they're in the air.
Yeah.
But like if you're prepping a CC, like because the general mix is like, am I going to forward air cross-up and win an air cross-up, or am I going to like try to catch you moving on platform? Character doesn't have many great approach options, which is why it's good that the stubby little dash dance that the character has works all right.
Yeah.
No. I feel like Jade kind of big swings a lot here, and I don't know how swingy you want to be against Pikachu. This character's very, very good at whip punishing.
Yeah, I mean, most of our ability to see a Marth winning is just Zane versus Pikachu.
Yeah.
And honestly,
which is an egg that cracked open very recently.
Yeah, in some respects, it a little bit reminds me of how Zane had to work really hard to first overcome the Puff matchup.
Yeah.
And a lot of it comes down to how do I like brutalize the neutral so that I don't ever have to deal with the parts that are hard.
Yeah.
And then
Scorching and salting the earth is huge.
Yeah, and then getting a few early kills, both on Puff, both on Pikachu, with grab follow-ups and forward smashes that you can find, is a huge, huge benefit, because to set up the kind of neutral zoning that you want to do it's a lot easier with a stock lead, as most things are in Melee.
Yeah. I'm liking, so I've just been watching Jade kind of work the puzzle out of how to deal with cross-up on shield, where it's, do I hold shield, do I wait, or do I try to put myself in a space where they're going to want to cross me up and then I'm there to grab them. So you're facing away from them as they're running into you. But
there's a lot of puzzles.
It's definitely, there's a reason Arizona has a chant for it. where you get back thrown by Pikachu and they all yell, puzzles! Puzzles!
Well, my cat's name is Puzzle. Shoutouts to my cat, Puzzle.
Shoutouts to your cat, Puzzle.
Yeah, I'll drop a pic on the timeline later. I love Puzzle. Anytime I get a chance.
That's tough. So that situation there, if you DI in on the down air, you get up aired, and then if you don't, you just die. So, all right, picking up 1.
I think Pikachu's ability to dive off stage, it's like there's a lot of, I mean, the comparisons people make to Pikachu and Fox.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of the things that are nice in the Fox matchup with this extra benefit of a lot more confidence in going off stage and ability to cover. Yeah, there it is.
It's beautiful. That was so clean, Ralph.
Okay, so the get-up attack is still, we're still get-up attacking.
Yeah. Some things,
Some things never change.
No, looking good, Ralph. Strong 2-0. JP4 in that last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a big day. You know, we've got a lot of round 1 pools still chuck through. We've got top 64 coming up later in the day. I know that.
Hey, you could get your hand in there. What is it?
I